my name is Luke Wright. I'm here at the festival for many reasons, primarily because I co-curate Babble On, which is a spoken word strand, and also because I'm doing my verse play, Frankie Var, at 1:45 today in the Spiegel tent, and then tonight I'm doing some stuff, some poems before Mick Artistic, also in the Spiegel tent. And I'm sharing events, so I'm here for lots of reasons. Yeah. So 5 years ago, or maybe 6 years ago now, something like that, the book festival came to myself and Becky Fincham, who I run the strand with, and they said, we want to get more spoken word into our programme, can you help us identify the people that we want to get in there? So Becky and I programme 10 to 15 events every year, and they tend to happen on this middle weekend, or as close to this Saturday as possible. And then we share the events. And sometimes they're sort of high concept events where we're bringing lots of different people together. Sometimes it's just simple, just one artist presenting, their latest book or their show. And the emphasis is very much on performance rather than a little bit of a reading and then a chat and a Q&A and that sort of stuff. We try and make them into gigs. So this year we've paired. It's a series of pairs. We often we'll do sort of 3 or 4 authors or writers in an event, and we wanted to try and get as much performance in and get as many different performers in as possible. So we paired them up together and done a few more events this year. As far as putting them together goes, I don't know. So what Becky and I do is we talk about the people we'd quite like to have in it, and then we write out a programme. And then we forget about it. Well, not forget about it, we just let it sit there, and then 2 weeks later we'll have another phone call and go, I'm not feeling that event, something's been wrong. So we just let it grow quite organically rather than go, right, we have one big programme meeting, everything gets set in place. We let it exist in a notebook for a while, and then we go, actually, do you know what, I'm not feeling that event, it's missing something. And so it just slowly grows. We said we maybe have like 3 or 4 long phone calls over sort of December, January, February, and then we lock things down. We're all writers. We all have ideas for poems or stories or songs every day. Most people just dismiss them as interesting thoughts and then carry on with the day. And an artist will always, try and butcher their thoughts and get them down the page and shape them into something that they can put back out into the world. So I often it's about intent. You'll never be a poet until you tell yourself you're a poet. You never write a poem until you go, right, I'm gonna write a poem. So it's about making that decision, and I know what it's like to be, not confident. I know what it's like to be really scared. I presented a new show at the Fringe this year, and it's been terrifying taking it on stage. Because I've tried something totally different, and I don't know if it's going to work. So I know that, but I mean, what's the alternative? What, never doing it? That to me seems mad. The idea that you wouldn't do something you wanted to do because you were nervous. Like everyone is. Well, you think everyone's better than you, don't you? But they're not. We're all idiots. None of us know what we're doing. Just have a bash. What's the worst that can happen? The yurt. I come back for the yurt. It's great, isn't it? I mean, it's the most incredible minds and writers in the whole world are here this month. It's just amazing people. People like I am a tiny minion in their shadows. So just the very fact that we get to be here all together is great. It's a privilege. It's such a privilege, isn't it? And why do anything? It's a bringing together of people, bringing together of ideas. It's a nice place, and there is a yurt. It's a nice atmosphere, isn't it? There's people around chatting, having a nice time. They're having their sandwiches and about to go see something. But there's also, when you overhear a conversation, they're talking about books, they're talking about ideas, they're talking about writing, and they're having new experiences. I went to go watch Anthony and Exagora this morning, doing a 10 at 10. The 10 at 10 is like a 10-minute set of provocation, really. I think that's what they like, to sort of start everybody off. And I remember the first year, and we programmed that this year. We always do the Saturday morning of our weekend. And the first year, I was like, God, no one's going to come at 10 o'clock. And Roland was like, oh, no. Roland's the associate director of the festival. He said, oh, no, they'll come. And they are. It's packed in there. And Anthony delivered this amazing piece on the history of race and his own family's a journey from being in Cyprus to emigrating to this country in the 1950s. And it's a beautiful, rich, intense piece. And as I was coming out, I was hearing all these people discussing it and going, oh, I love that bit. And I was really interested in, and then linking it to things in their own lives. And yeah, that's what you get here is that, yeah, you've got a bunch of people here having a nice time, enjoying themselves, relaxing. It's a Saturday afternoon now. But what the conversation is great, and it's enriching, and it's probably making us all better people, maybe. Or certainly passing the time, if nothing else.